Hi, I want to take a few minutes to talk you through our grade contract. You might want to be referring to this several times throughout the semester, so I want to keep this video quick so that you can get the information you need, but I also want to make sure that you understand how I evaluate your overall work in the course. So let's talk through that. You'll want to open up the syllabus and turn to the grading section of the syllabus if you haven't gotten that up yet. On page 4 of the syllabus, I lay out my system for grading in the course. And this is not the system for evaluating your individual projects. For each of those, you'll have a rubric that we'll talk through, and I'll use that to evaluate whether your work on that project is acceptable, or moves beyond acceptable into excellent, or falls short of that and needs revision. However, at the end of the semester, everyone gets a grade for the course. And so this is how I work that out. We'll be using what I call a contract grading system, and I've listed for you criteria for earning a C, a B, or an A in the course. You could earn a grade of an A minus, a B plus, a B minus, or a C plus based on meeting various criteria and the average evaluation of your final projects. A grade below a C is a not passing grade for English 1020, and that would be determined if you fail to complete an assignment or don't meet minimum requirements of the projects. Remember, you have to meet the minimum requirements of all 5 major projects to pass the course. Because this is an online course, completing weekly tasks works similarly to having good class attendance, and there's a checklist of those required tasks and due dates at the end of the syllabus for you to print out and use and keep track of your work. That would be a really good idea. So I lay out here in the grade contract these 3 levels of grades for passing the course. To meet the minimum course requirements, you have to submit your drafts of each project on time, post all your weekly blog assignments, getting a check or a plus on 7 out of 10 of those, participate in the peer response activities, and compose final drafts of the course projects that at least meet the minimum requirements. And you can see those minimum requirements listed in each assignment description. So if your goal is just to pass English 1020, these are the things that you need to do. To earn a B in the course, you'll see a lot of these same behaviors expected. Submit the required drafts of each project on time, post all of your weekly blog assignments, and get a check or a plus on 8 of 10 of those. Participate in the peer response activities. And then I also expect that you demonstrate thoughtful revision on your course projects, extending or changing the thinking or the organization of your work, not just editing. That means that you're practicing a good writing behavior, which is not just trying to keep the first thing that you get down on paper, but understanding that writing is a process of sometimes rethinking something, sometimes moving ideas around, sometimes striking ideas, or developing an idea in a second draft that you didn't in the first draft. And then for the rubrics for each assignment, you'll see a set of criteria for what makes an acceptable project, and that's a good score to get on a project. So the final drafts of those course projects would need to meet those acceptable criteria. To earn an A in the course, again, a lot of the same criteria. Submit your drafts on time, post all your weekly blog assignments, earning a check or a plus on 8 of 10 of the posts, participate in peer response activities, demonstrate that thoughtful revision on course projects. But then I add a couple more things in here, and these are things that would help you get to performing and producing excellent writing in these projects. So all of these other strategies would help you compose final drafts of course projects that meet the criteria assigned for excellent writing, and we'll see those in the rubrics for each assignment. But also I suggest that you hold at least 2 writing conferences with me. Those could be face-to-face in my office, via Skype or Google Hangout, or if it's helpful, we can even talk on the telephone. But I found that you'll have a lot of questions about your writing, and if we take the time to talk about that, you're much more likely to understand how to make the revisions. So you'll get feedback from me, you'll get feedback from my peers, but this would be one of the qualities of a student who is trying to earn an A in the course. At midterm, I'll notify you if you're not meeting the minimum course requirements so that you can consider whether you want to continue in the class, if there's something specific that you need to do to step up your game in the class or whatever. So a couple of quick tips for you for doing your best or getting started on the right foot in the class. Read through all of the directions for each assignment carefully. Email me questions when you have them. Try not to do everything at the last minute, but instead space your work out throughout the week, and use the feedback that you get from me on assignments to apply that feedback toward revision or toward doing better on the next assignment so that you're always putting forth your best effort in the class. Let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to talking to you soon.